Hello! And here we are with the figures. Hello! I think we're gonna start off with Jocasta. Alright, yeah, I hear you. So Jocasta. Let me get me old keys here. Got the Dragon Ball key. Gotta cut this thing asunder here so we can get out. Oh man, she looks great there. I really love this character because I was first introduced to her in Marvel Zombies, and I'm a huge Marvel Zombies fan. Like I started reading it during Marvel Zombies 2, and I had to like go back, but it was also like some of the first comic books I ever got, and oh man, she is smooth. Yeah, so she was definitely like. She was in Marvel Zombies. I think it was the third one, and she was alongside with Machine Man, who is also like, because of Marvel Zombies, became one of my favorite characters. He kind of reminds me of Bender a little bit. I don't know if he's usually like portrayed like that or if he has been in the past, but anyways, like this figure is epic. Like it's seriously like the way they painted it. It looks kind of like seriously metal. Like she's like serious metal. Like she's like heavy duty right here. It looks like there's some like chrome out on it, but then like some parts of her are just sort of this gray, which is kind of interesting. It's a nice change of the texture, I guess, because okay, I get it. Like this isn't her metal skin, right? This is like a bathing suit or onesie that she's wearing. So that's what's that sort of like flatter gray, that's a nice detail. Like it shows that she's not like totally naked or anything. Like she's just like wearing like her flesh colored or metal colored bathing suit. And it comes out with some hands, it looks like, and the big suited body of Joe Fixit. It's kind of cool. I don't know if I'm going to build this Joe Fixit, just because I have my Grey Hulk, which I really like, and this figure does look awesome, and I don't know, we'll see. Like, I'm pretty adverse to getting these two video game figures here, just because I haven't played the video game yet, for one. And also, it doesn't really fit in with the world that I'm building right now with my current collection and my stop motion series. So that's why it's hard for me to like spend the extra money. But it would be really cool to have this Joe Fixit figure. And I could incorporate him into like the Kingpin storyline. Anyways, enough of anecdotes like that. Yeah, so they kind of had a pretty cute little relationship in Zombies, I think. I mean, I feel like they might have been broken up or something, but they had a really fun back and forth. But Machine Man definitely is like awesome, one of my favorites. And yeah, so Jocasta apparently like she was created by Ultron to be Ultron's bride, sort of like Frankenstein's bride. He copied the mind of Janet Van Dyne, the Wasp, and turned her into some total Oedipus crap. But yeah, it's kind of messed up. But so basically, she looks, her facial and stuff is supposed to be very reminiscent of Janet Van Dyne, the Wasp. Just as like a fun factoid, I guess, about the character. And just as predicted, she makes for a pretty great little Andrew body. So this head, I can't remember what it came with. I think it might have been Mystique, but basically she didn't have the body, right? And so Silver Sable came out not too long ago, so people were using that one, but I wasn't really as into getting Silver Sable, just because like I don't know much about her character, and I just don't want to collect a bunch of her goons either. Like it'd be too much. So basically, I'm stoked that Jocasta came out, because she was a character I was really familiar with and I've been wanting a figure of. So here we go. This works. I might be able to get this into a flashback in my next X-Men stop motion, which would be pretty cool. The cape, I can't remember what the cape. Oh yeah, the cape came with Gamora from the Guardians box set, and I think that's Odin's scepter. Okay, now we're gonna open up Marvel's Rogue and Marvel's Pyro. So this is a pretty cool 2-pack, actually. I wasn't sure if I was gonna get it, but I mean the Pyro was really the huge draw for me because I kind of want to. I would love to complete the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants, to have like the legit team. I always kind of hated that blob figure that came out back in the older Hasbro Legends because it just looks so gross. But like I want them to come out with like a new blob figure, but like just kind of like make him like a bulky guy. Like they don't have to like focus on the cottage cheese look of him. And if they made a new Avalanche like in his classic like plated armor, that would be really sick. And obviously a new Toad figure would be sick too. So this Rogue figure is pretty cool. Like I really like her design. It does harken back to more her original first appearance costume, but it's definitely one of the newer looks that she's had. I personally would love to get a like 1980s punk Rogue, you know, like I always kind of like that style, you know, that she had in it. Damn, look at these, they're beautiful beauties. So I think I'm gonna start with the Rogue figure. She's pretty cool. Whoa, I just love this green. This is probably one of my favorite shades of green. This scarf is like pretty nicely malleable, that's pretty cool. She's got this like mini skirt on. She definitely rocks. I think she's like wearing like a full spandex outfit here with like a little spandex dress, some pockets for, I don't know, I wonder like what the hell, what do you think she's like what's she keeping in these pockets, man? Like what are they for? Like I guess maybe communicator devices and like I guess X-Men technology. That's cool. Oh, I just realized that her boots actually are very reminiscent of her 90s outfit. That's pretty cool. Like I didn't know that they sort of fit that into this look. She's kind of just got like a plain little normal expression. I don't really see the sass that she's normally like associated with having. To be honest, my biggest like introduction to Rogue was probably in the X-Men Evolution TV show, which that was like an excellent show. Like I think they integrated all those different characters into like a modern or like mid 2000s high school setting. Like it really worked. Like they really like sold it, and I just loved that the sort of goth look that she kind of had going in that show. And I think it was like partly like why I kind of developed an interest in goth chicks. Them and the Hex girls too. But this is her other head. It's sort of like a pretty like pissed off looking face. Like I wish she kind of had like a slight like kind of smirk, you know, like something like maybe like an angry smirk, you know. I think that would have like suited her. But anyways, it's definitely passable, and you know, you get the classic ponytail. A lot of flourish here. Whoosh. She's got these hands too, but I think I'm gonna just leave them in there because I'm probably gonna trade her in eventually. Just because, not that I don't like her, like I think she's a cool figure, but her costume just isn't really fitting in with the aesthetic of like the ones I'm trying to collect at the moment. So I would prefer to have more of like a classic look, or like that's why I like her punk look, because it's a little bit more reminiscent of the X-Men Evolution cartoon look of her, which is the one I'm really familiar with. If they ever put out an 80s version, I would really like that. But anyways, Marvel's Pyro. So let's get him out of here. This is definitely one of the main reasons why I wanted to collect said pack. All right, this is pretty cool. I mean, it's nothing new. I think this is definitely a pretty well-used body mold that Hasbro's been putting out for it, but I really like it. It's Deadpool uses it, which I found matches him really well. So does Quicksilver. Like it's a dope-ass body mold. I think like the new Spider-Man mold is even like kind of tooled after this, but this Pyro is excellent. I like his smug little expression on his face. Yeah, that's perfect. He's a bit of a hotshot, I might say. Ooh, that one stung. I definitely dig it. The pack, whoa, look at all this fucking cool ass detail here on the back. Like this is like ridiculously intricate for his little pack. Like that's a nice little add-on there, because I'm pretty sure the original one just had like a smooth back to it, the one that like Toy Biz. But no, this one totally, it's got it, and even like the tubes have like a little hole inside of them, which is very, very accurate. He's got some fire effects, which nothing special really. It would have been cool if it was something like a spurting fire of some kind, but I mean, this is all right. And then there's this crazy head. Yeah, super rad. Oh man, he is definitely stellar. You know what? It's not too bad. They kind of look like maybe he's just generating like a small amount of fire, but like I'm used to Pyro. Like look at the box. Like he's making like fucking a little tiny version of himself out of fire. Like that's fucking crazy. Like they should have definitely done something like that. And Rogue 2 is also kind of missing like a flesh colored hand, you know, like that would have been alright. But you know what? I'm not gonna complain anymore about this because I freaking love this is such an iconic look, and they recreated it like perfectly, in my opinion. Alright, man, I'm definitely getting some Fox X-Men vibes right here. Like this is like X-Men Last Stand right here, dude. Like this is so cool to see. Like it's really pleasing to have them all together, you know, like just to see like the aesthetic of it all, because it just reminds me so much of that movie, which is such a big influence for any X-Men fan. Yeah, I'm just like really stoked about this, and I think it was a good, worth it purchase. EB Games. If you're an Edge member, you can pick it up at EB Games for $62.99 Canadian. And just because I thought this would be an interesting look, here is all the fire-related characters in my collection, albeit some Hellfire and some Psychic Fire. But yeah, this is a lot of flame characters to have now. But man, it's still badass though. Like it would be cool to see all these characters for some reason just in the same room. It's like having all the Sorcerer characters together too. Like there's some comics where they've done that, but I don't know if they've ever done something like this with all the Marvel Fire characters like all together. I mean, I'm missing some too. Like there's like Firelord and like Mephisto and other shit like that, but this is still kind of cool. I think this is a good look. Those boys are at it again! Look at their hair. Comment below and let me know which flame character could I add to this collection of fire-related Marvel characters. And how can we go without showing this famous face-off? The boy who's too hot and the other boy who's too cool. Oh yeah, okay, this actually works quite well. This piece came with Typhoid Mary and on her sword. It's like it's supposed to go around her sword, but here it spews nicely out of the nozzle here into the sky. I think that looks pretty cool. Alright, let's open Jameson now. He's really cool. I did originally get the first release of Jameson. The one that was Chameleon. So I guess that one wasn't really Jameson. That was actually just Chameleon posing as Jameson. So this is the actual real deal J. Jonah Jameson right here. And did they ever deliver on this? Honestly, like they gave him 2 newspapers, they gave him a pointer finger, he's got his vest, he's all disheveled. Like this is your classic JJ right here. Tough, gruff, loud. J. Jonah Jameson is a force to be reckoned with in the boardroom and the front pages of the Daily Bugle. As the newspaper's editor-in-chief, Jameson is a perennial thorn in the side of both Peter Parker and Spider-Man. Sweet. I always like this this little detail here that they do, where they kind of do this like on the, I guess they do it on these retro cards, but they draw, it looks like it's like a drawn version of the action figure without like all the joints to things, right? And it's kind of like true because it's like the same facial expression. Like this must be part of their design process or something, which is, it's kind of cool. All right, let's freaking get into this. They got a nice little a butt thing that you stick in here. That way you can open it up easy. It's not like these other two, which you have to like always get your ease to cut it open. It slides out quite nicely. The Daily Bugle. Whoa. I honestly, I didn't even know it was actual paper. I thought it was like plastic. It's an actual paper. I gotta be careful with this. Oh man, super cool though. I don't know, you guys can take a look at that. Excellent. Spider-Man. Spider-Sham. Oh, that's a good one. But anyways, I was expecting that to be made out of like a plasticky material, kind of like this. Alright, you're gonna come out now. Slip you right into my box memorial over here. Oh, I always have to mention how I love the way they captured this like 90s cartoon in New York City. Okay. So let's just pop him out. Let's see if he comes out easy. Pictures of Spider-Man! You got it's your basic like suited bottom, I guess. You know, we've come across this quite a lot. Coloring right here is quite nice. Oh man, even the back it matches his boots. That's really cool. Oh, so nice. And this is the first time that I think we've gotten a rolled up sleeve. Oh no, I think it came with that that movie claw figure. I never ended up getting that one, but because I had a feeling they would come up with this. I know a lot of people bought it and they did their own custom on it, but like I was like, I'm just gonna be patient. Like, you know, they'll likely come out with Jameson if they made that head, like the sculpt. And this is like excellent. Like this is like better than I could have imagined, because the head swappability for this is gonna be really cool too, because we can do some stuff with like Tony Stark. Like he's like undressed, like partially undressed his maybe after a business meeting working on the Iron Man suit. Like there's a lot of cool things we can do here. We'll see what I can do in this video. And yeah, he comes with these hands. I just hope at a certain point, like they just continue to like release this Daily Bugle rolled up, so that way I can just have like a stand, like just with them all piled up, like in like a stop motion scene or something. Oh yeah, he matches up nicely with our Peter Parker. Oh yeah. Guys, I can already see it. I can see it now. Ha ha ha, so cool. Stop motion coming. Yeah, I have been working on Spider-Man stop motion. That's probably gonna be the next one to come out. Hoping to have it out in January. But it's coming along really well. I think this is some of my smoothest animation yet, and I'm just really excited to show you guys what I have in store for these Spider-Man characters, figurines. Let's see what else I got to compare here. Oh, so cool! This right here. This is my official Norman Osborn figure. This is the suited body from the Charles Xavier Professor X 90s flying wheelchair set. But I think the green, like the dark green for him, just really like kind of sells the secret Green Goblin identity. So I'm pretty satisfied with this one. And it just he looks so good facing off against Jonah, a fellow investor or whatever, you know. And just because I want to give Pizza Spidey some love, because I still really like this figure, even though that new Spider-Man came out, and you guys are going to be seeing a whole lot more of the new Spider-Man mold in my future videos, so yeah, let's give him a little nod here to Pizza Spidey. These two share the same footwear, but that's okay, because they make it look good. They must have just like certain molds of these, like they probably have like certain colors available for these molds, so they just pick like the best colors that they can kind of reuse. It looks good though. And here's the original chameleon that came with the original Jonah head. Yeah, a little nice head swap there for you guys, but basically they're pretty similar. I think just the new head's just painted a little bit like thicker in some parts, but I really like this face sculpt, so I'm like happy that they brought it back and just kind of touched it up. Yeah, I think that looks pretty cool. Oh man, see that's like a proper Tony Stark, right? Because I can definitely picture him just coming out of the boardroom, you know, throwing off his jacket, rolling up his sleeves, and just getting to work on the Iron Man suit. Yeah, that's awesome. Definitely gonna have to use that for if ever I have a Tony Stark scene. Like, that's what's so great about these, like, you know, civilian clothes figurines that they're putting out, is now we have the opportunity to make all their alter egos as well as the superheroes themselves, which, God, it just like opens up the realm for so many different kinds of storytelling, you know, especially for people like me who do stop motion. So it's really exciting. And hey, I figured I'd just throw on the Hammerhead here just to check it out. It looks alright. I'm not sure, like, is Hammerhead supposed to be like a little bit more stocky or big? So I don't know if this is like 100% alright, but I mean it's okay. Like I think it can work. Yeah, if you puff his chest out, it looks alright. At least dead on. Putting on the vest does bulk him up a little bit though. I think this is pretty sick. I think I can get down with this. Well, thanks for watching, gang. This was a fun unboxing as always. Like I said, I don't really like to, I don't really consider them reviews. It's more just like me telling stories and kind of anecdotes. Like, I don't really like to go into the articulation and stuff. And I mean, a lot of the time, like, because I collect so many of these figures, I kind of can already guess the articulation just by looking at the figure. So when I watch sometimes I'll just skip like the articulation section of other people's like review videos anyway. So I don't know, maybe people like that. I've had some people, I think, call it a dope review, call it a cool review or whatever. So maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I don't know. I do give my opinion on the figure, and there is that. But I think the most interesting part is just like showing like how they scale with other figurines and, like, you know, mixing and matching, like head swapping and stuff. So I just kind of try to show the stuff that I'm like the most interested in when I watch reviews. But yeah, call it what you want, but we have fun here, don't we? Anyways, comment, let me know what you guys think of these figures, if you're planning on getting them. What kind of X-Men are you hoping are gonna come out next, you know? Like, which ones are you looking for? Are you stoked for the Ultron? Like the video if you like the video, and subscribe if you love this